Yo, what is up, guys? SavageBoy23 back with another video. Today, I'm gonna give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day prediction. I'm gonna give you guys my NBA predictions today. I know I'm on a different day, but I'm just gonna give you guys my recap, and then we're gonna move on to today, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and opinions for the All-Star. Okay, so that being said, let's go. Before we get into it, can you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is. And yeah, please and thank you if you guys do subscribe. Alright, so that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so we got the Bucks versus the Grizzlies. Now, I tuned into this. It hurt me. As a Giannis fan, as a Damian Lillard fan, it did not look good for the Bucks in this. I don't care if they lost by 5. I don't care if they lost by 3. I don't care if they lost by 1. You lose to the Grizzlies with no Ja Morant. And good for the Grizzlies. Don't get me wrong. Good for the Grizzlies. And I know they're missing some main players like Jaren Jackson Jr., Marcus Smart, Ja Morant, as I just mentioned. And you go out here and you lose to the Grizzlies. Now, I don't know. Again, I don't know, and I'm guessing Desmond Bane didn't play in this game. I don't know. A lot of people were telling me like, oh, it was like the G League Grizzlies. Now, I don't think that's true. But if that is the case, that sucks. The Bucks should have went out here and win this game. Now, I'm gonna say this loud and clear before anybody goes into my comments and says you said you wanted him, you said you did this, you said you did that. I think it's time. I think it's time for Doc Rivers to leave the Milwaukee Bucks. I know their old coach was like what 30-13. Now this coach is what like 3-7 if I'm correct. And there's some other news in the NBA, by the way, that I forgot to mention for the NBA games. Yeah, I'll get to it here after the. But yeah, man, the Bucks went out here and lost. Damian Lillard went out here and lost. I wanted these Bucks to win. Now, I don't care what you guys are saying. Oh, this game doesn't matter, or this game they needed it. All this and that. Okay, that's your guys' thinking. That's what you guys think. But me, I really wanted the Bucks to go out here and get this win. I don't care if it helped them or not. I don't care if it didn't help them. I wanted them to go out here and win these Grizzlies. Now, by now, again, everybody can probably say I'm wrong or I'm right, okay? Everybody has their own different opinions. I'm guessing everybody, like, in NBA and beat the Grizzlies with no Ja Morant. Now, I know there's some teams out there that lost to them. I'm not going to mention them because teams that lost to them, you must feel, I don't know. You must feel lazy when you lost to them. You must feel like, oh, wow, we're not even trying. How did we lose to this team? Everybody knows this, okay? And I've been covering the NBA for like a good season, and I know pretty much about knowledge. And we all know that the Grizzlies are not making it. Like their season is done. Their season, I've said it before. I know, and I keep saying it before the season ends. Their season is starting to crash. Their season is starting to fall for them. Before the game even started, the game is over. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Now, can the Grizzlies possibly be good next year or a good season? I would love it because I like watching Ja Morant, doing good. But the Bucks went out here and lost by 3. It was a crazy game. Now I have one question and one question only. Damian Lillard. Now you guys thought I forgot, but I didn't forget. Why And please, somebody ask me this. And I don't know why these players do this. I don't know if they're trying to do it for coolness or just in general. They think that their defender doesn't see them. Why does players do this, especially Damian Lillard? Roll the ball court down. Why does he roll the basketball right down to the court and points and doesn't even look at the ball and acts like he can just grab the ball and shoot? Now, we all know what Damian Lillard can do. We all know that what can Steph Curry can do. But to not look at the ball and pick it up must be the stupidest thing you have done in this game. Now, I know what people are going to say. It was end of the game. You know he wasn't going to make that. He's Dame Adala. He's Damian Lillard. Now, I want to say this loud and clear. I am tired of players doing that. I'm tired of point guards doing that. I'm tired of everybody doing that. Dribble the ball and look at the ball. Because I saw that, right? When I saw that, one of the players on the Grizzlies almost took it out of his hand, and they were scuffling on the floor for it. And then by the time Damian Lillard got it, the game was over. So, what is the point of these players doing that? Now, if I'm correct, I know that wastes the clock, if I'm correct, or not even the clock, the 24-shot clock, if I'm correct, right? Now, comment down below if I'm right or not, because I've seen some players do that, and I heard some announcers saying this should not be a thing where players should just let the basketball court or basketball roll down to the other side, pick it up, throw it. Now, I've seen Ja Morant do that. There was some funny memes about Ja Morant, dancing while he had the scoreboard, or when the Grizzlies had the scoreboard, and he was, dancing, and then he did some trick when he picked it up. Now, Damian Lillard is a three-pointer. He's a three-point guy. He's a three-point scary guy. Now, him and Steph Curry are done. If those two were on the same team in the NBA, I think the league is scared. I think the whole league is scared. I don't ever in my life see Steph Curry and Damian Lillard match up. If those two are on the same team, the league is over. The league is over. Don't even tell me they do not have a chance. With those 2 3-pointers, and if they add some other weapons on it, game over. Game over. You might as well just give the NBA championship to the Damian Lillard and Steph Curry at that point, if those two decide to join the team together. But yeah, it's just pointless. I just wanted to say that. I don't like it when players roll the basketball to one side to the other and then pick it up and then hopefully they make it. No, don't do that, please. The NBA needs to look into that. Now, I know people are going to say, that's point of the game. That's actually not point of the game. Because at the end of the day, you're wasting 24-shot clock for your team and the other team. Now, imagine the game was over for him, which it was. The game was over. What was he going to do? Shoot a miracle three-pointer? Now, we all know that he's Damian Lillard, I just said. But you never know what could happen. He can make it, he can miss it, which he missed it. So that's how they lost by 3. But other than that, this game here, I'm disappointed. Bucks! I know this is way before the All-Stars. I will be talking about the All-Stars here in a little bit. But, yeah, this game here, absolutely boring. I'm mad because I tuned in it from the 1st to the 4th. And I thought we were going to have a show in the 4th. Literally. By Giannis. So, yeah. Other than that, this game here, boring. Alright, let's move on to this. I forgot who I went for. I think I went for the Warriors. This game here. Excuse me. The Warriors. They were up. I forgot how much they were up by because, counts of the games, All-Star break, and all that. They were up big, if I'm correct. Then somehow, in some way, the Jazz came back and they lost by 3. This game, I did tune into it from the 1st to the 4th. This was a crazy, crazy game. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. They had to do what they had to do. The Jazz, if I'm correct, they came off of back-to-back on this one. They played against the Lakers and the Warriors, if I'm correct. And then They didn't have it in them because they were gassed in that first game. Don't get me wrong, they were down some big games. They were down in this game right here, big, I think, if I'm correct. And they somehow, in some way, stormed back. Do I see the Jazz doing better? I don't know. That's where I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna put a question mark on that team because they have their ups and they have their downs. You never know when they're gonna be an amazing team. You know. Like, go to the example of the Thunder. I say the Thunder is an amazing team. They go out here and they try their best. Even if they lose, they try their best. There's some lazy teams out here that they try their best, but they lose. Like the Bucks. I don't care what you guys can say. The Bucks do that. The Bucks 100% do that. Now the Thunder, they go out here and they win. We're going to have a treat today. I will tell you guys what that is later today. But yeah, man, unfortunately the Jazz lost, the Warriors won, so now they I think they lost their back-to-back. I forgot what team came off back-to-back, the Warriors, the Jazz. But I think it was the Warriors that came off a back-to-back. I don't know. But other than that, this game here, fun. I tuned into it from the first to the fourth. Am I gonna regret it? No, because you can't regret it once you watch the game. When I see games, I tune into it. I don't care if it's a bad game or a good game. I love basketball. You guys know that. I talk about basketball every single day. Other than that, this game here was fun. Let's move on. Last game of this day, and then we're gonna move on to today. You guys probably know what I'm about to say, and if you don't, just wait. The Portland Trailblazers with DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, I'm talking about that team. Yeah, I'm talking about that team. Most likely everybody knows what team I'm talking about. If you're a Portland fan, I recommend to just put your jersey away. Just twist it up in the locker room or something. Put it away. You let the Minnesota Timberwolves with Ant-Man and Karl-Anthony Towns put up 44 points. And you know what you had? I'll tell you guys what they had. They had 14. Now, when I saw this scoreboard, clickbaiting, I thought it was a clickbait. Which we all know that NBA does not clickbait. Sometimes they do when other players go to teams. But with scoreboards, they do not clickbait scoreboards. I saw this and I wanted to tune into it. But I am happy I did not tune into it. I stopped myself. I was like, this is going to be a boring game. And boy, was I right. They put up 91 points. And the Minnesota Timberwolves put up 128. Portland is just so bad against a really good team. And when they play against another terrible team, they go out here and try their best. I don't know what is wrong with that. You guys can tell me what is wrong with that. I hate that so much. I can't stand that. Teams in the NBA, why do you do this? Why? NBA teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors, like there's other teams out there like the Bulls, like teams out there that I said, they go out here and when they play against another terrible team, they struggle, right? They struggle. Those teams I just mentioned, they struggle against terrible teams. And then when they see a team like, let's say, the Bucks, or the, Thunder, they're going to go out here and try their best. Why is that? Just a second ago, I was talking about the Bucks said they're a good team. Everybody says they're a good team. I say they're a good team. They play against the Grizzlies, they lose by 3. That's what pisses me off in the NBA. I want a team, whatever team I root for in the NBA, So go out here and be relaxed. They're like, you know what? We're going to win this game. We're playing against a horrible, terrible team today. And then tomorrow we play against a really good team. So might as well just get up by 15, maybe 20, maybe 30, maybe 40. And have our star players sit on the bench. And then tomorrow we get to work. Now, I know what people are going to say to me in the comments. That's not how you think about NBA. Is that how you really think about the NBA? Just because you think these teams are bottom under 10 doesn't mean they're trash. You just pointed my facts. They're not good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I hate the Portland Trailblazers. I'm not going to sit here and say I hate the Spurs, which I do. Everybody knows that I do. But these players need to take accountable of winning these games one way or another. I'm talking the Bucks, the Warriors, the Celtics, the Timberwolves, the Lakers, the Bulls. Those kind of teams that I'm talking about need to take advantage to win against a terrible team. One way or another. I don't care if you came off a back-to-back. I don't care if you're sitting by your stars. I don't care if your starters are sitting out. You need to go out here and try. Go out here and try. I said, if I was on any of these teams, any of them, East, West, does not matter, I'll try my best. All I'll say. But other than that, this game here was boring. 44 points, you gotta really think. You gotta be like, how did the Timberwolves put up 44 points on us? But other than that, the game was trash. Let's move on to this week. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what you guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team you think will bring the NBA championship. All right. Really quick before we do move on to today, I tuned into the All-Stars. Okay, there was, and to be honest, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna rave about this. I don't like the All-Stars. Adam Silver, what is he doing? Jaylen Brown, what did you do? Why did you jump over Kyson? I don't know how to say his full name. I'm just going to call him Kyson. Because I know that. I don't know his full name. So, yeah. I want to say this. Jaylen Brown, you think you're cool? Now, I've talked to you before. I mean, not talked to you before. I've talked about you on my channel before. And we all know that I'm a huge fan of you. But jumping over Kais and having your teammate Jason Tatum on the standing up helping you lob the ball up, that was not a cool dunk. That was lame. That was honestly lame. You know who I will give the award to, which he did, was I just had his name. He plays for the Orlando Magic. That dude has some hops. And I mean hops. This game was fun. The All-Stars dunk contest was boring. It was fun, but it was also boring, if you guys know what I'm talking about. They do need to really add a 1v1 in the NBA, or All-Stars. You guys want to talk about who's your best player, who's player you're rooting for? Let's do a 1v1. Let's do Kevin Durant versus the Crybaby. Steph Curry versus Damian Lillard. I want to see that. Because I have friends and I have everybody telling me in the comments saying, I ask them all the time, I'm like, what's your guys' favorite team is? Who's your favorite player? You know, they're like, I like Steph Curry. Then one player says, I like Damian Lillard. Okay, understandable. Let me see these players in action. I want to see them 1v1, not 5v5. I don't want to see that. You guys comment down below. Do you guys want to see a 1v1 in the next All-Stars? The All-Stars is trash, though. And during the All-Stars, they decide to fire the Brooklyn Nets head coach. You know what you know what team I should see on that list that I'm surprised that he still has a job? Is Darvingham. I don't know how I feel about that. The Brooklyn Nets move ways from their head coach. Alright. Okay. the Milwaukee Bucks move from their head coach for the All-Stars? Why isn't the Lakers not making a move? Why are you holding on to him? He's not doing nothing for us. By the way, the player that did win the dunk contest, I just have him in my head, Mac McClung. Shout out to you. You have an amazing dunk. I like your dunks. I don't even know how did Jaylen Brown go with Mac McClung. It should have not been him. It should have not been him. Why did Jaylen Brown compete with Mac McClung? It should have not been him. It should have not been Jaylen Brown. Now, Jaylen Brown got some good dunks, but Mac McClung, he won it. Now, you know what players that I think that should have it, or should be in the dunk contest? Zion Williamson, John Morant, and there was a few other players that I said in my mind. Jason Tatum? You want to see Jason Tatum in the dunk? I would love to see Jason Tatum in the dunk. But yeah, I think Lakers need to do that, and then some other teams need to get some good head coaches. But you guys tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about all that? And by the way, I know there's like a lot of things going around right now of rumors of saying like the Crybaby ruined the dunk and all that, which he did. He did 100%. He ruined the dunk. The dunk's not even fun no more. It hasn't been fun. It has not been fun for a while, or a long time, in my opinion. It was fun talking about what I was watching about what like Larry Bird and you know, announcers, not the announcers, what they are announcers, but just in general, like watching the flashback of it, because me, in my opinion, I missed the back in the day of the NBA. I really do. This generation of NBA, in my opinion, it's not the same. It's really not. The dunk contest, it got boring, it got lame. The All-Stars is not fun anymore. It's only been fun since Kobe was in it, in my opinion. But other than that, it's not fun. I don't like it. You guys can comment down below and you guys tell me, do you like this start of the NBA All-Stars or do you like back in the day of the All-Stars? But yeah. But let's move on to today of these games. So a lot of good teams playing today. A lot of teams are coming off of a day rest or a long day rest. All-Stars. But shout out to everybody that made the All-Stars. Shout out to Mac McClung for winning the dunk contest. And I think it was the East. I didn't tune into the All-Stars that much. Not fun in my opinion, but shout out to the East. Blowing them out. I think the score was like, what? 211 to like, what? See if I know it off my head. 211. Oh my god, it's been a while. It's been a minute. Look. 211 to what was it, 100? $211 to $186, my bad. Shout out to the East. Yes, the East. Yeah, the East definitely blew them out. 211 to 186. Again, I didn't tune into the All-Stars. Didn't want to, didn't need to. I tuned in for like a little bit, and then after that, I was like, I mean, you guys know, like, I'm not a fan of the All-Stars. I'm only a fan of like NBA teams. So, and same as the All-Star Celebrity Game, that was trash. That was boring. I did not tune into that one bit. Not even once. If I'm correct, it was Kai Cenat that played in it, and it was what? Nakua from the Rams, Kuka Nupua, whatever you say his name. But other than that, it wasn't even fun. They need to, honestly, in my opinion, I'll tell you guys what they should do after once I make all these caps for the NBA games, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. But Orlando Magic versus Cavs, everybody is having a day rest or a long day rest. I'm going to be taking the Cleveland Cavaliers in this game It's probably going to be a fun game. I will be tuning into this game. I would try to tune into this game, actually, because there's a lot of great games today. So I'll take Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland in this game. I wouldn't say it's a blowout. I'll just say it's going to be a close game. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Pacers versus Detroit. Detroit's not having a good season. Their season is basically done, tanked, whatever you want to say. The Pacers, they're kind of an up and down team. You never know what's going to happen to them too. I'm going to take Pacers on this one. Imagine it's a blowout one way or the other, but yeah. I got the Pacers winning this game. Now, this game here, this is a treat. This is a fun game. Everybody wants to tune into this game. But there's one big difference. Now, it could happen. It could not. We don't know if Joel Embiid is playing in this game, because after the All-Stars. Knicks. Now, if I'm correct, they're getting all their starters back. What I've been hearing. That is true. I'm going to be taking... This is going to be a hard pick. I want to go with the 76ers. I also want to go with the Knicks. Both of these teams right here, I like rooting for them. Huge fan of them. I'm going to take the... This is going to hurt me. Well, mainly it's not, but I'm going to take the New York Knicks on this one. Regardless if Joel Embiid is playing in this game, taking the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, all of them. OG Anunoby. Got the Knicks. Hopefully this will be a fun game. I'll be tuning into this game. Alright, Toronto versus Brooklyn Nets. You guys already heard earlier that I said that the Brooklyn Nets fired their head coach. I don't know if they're going to be using one of their other coaches or get like a brand new coach. This is not going to be a fun game. I would not recommend tuning into it. I would not recommend going to this game. Brooklyn Nets, though, they've been winning some games. I'm going to be taking the Brooklyn Nets in this game. So, Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, and all of them, see if they can pull out a game here. So, got Brooklyn Nets. Alright, now this is the game that everybody wants to tune into. Everybody loves when Devin Booker and Luka match up. When these two play against each other, everybody just gotta sit up, sit down, be quiet, and have fun. Because we all know that this is gonna be a great game. Now, Kevin Durant, he's got some hope. Luka. Bradley the Bum Beal, what do I say about this man? What do I say about him? Now, regardless if he's going to be playing in this game or not, he's going to get hurt either way because this guy always gets hurt. I never, ever pray on someone else's downfall. But this guy gets hurt. This guy gets hurt so much that you never know when you're going to count on him. You never know if you take the over or the under on him. You know me. I'm going to be taking the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic. So, yeah, this will be a great game regardless. Yeah, I got Dallas. Alright, Rockets versus Pelicans. One team is looking up, the other team is trying to get up. I'm going to be taking the Pelicans, Zion Williamson, B.I., CJ. Zion Williamson, you should have been in that dunk contest. You should have been in that dunk contest. Because if you went into the dunk contest, I am telling you, I think everybody will be tuning into it. Zion Williamson, you got some hops. That's all I'm going to say. You or John Morant should have been in the dunk contest. Both of you guys would have made the dunk contest even crazier. Do you think Mac McClung won the dunk contest if Zion Williamson or John Morant was playing, if both of them was 100%, didn't get hurt, I don't know, man. In my opinion, I don't think Mac McClung would have won if John Morant or Zion Williamson was in the dunk. That's my opinion. That's what I think. So, yeah. This game here, so I would try to tune into it. I don't know. Yeah, I got the Pelicans winning this. Alright. So, let's move on to... Oh, this is a great game. If the Bulls were good, which they are, but this year they're just kind of up and down. Bulls versus Celtics. I will be tuning into this game. Front row and center. Jason Tatum or DeMar DeRozan. I'm going to be taking Boston Celtics in this one. I don't want to sit here and say it's going to be easy for them, because these Celtics, or these Bulls, they're trying to get up there. They just need to get 3 more wins. That's it. And I would love for them to get a win here. But if they don't, they don't. Regardless if Zach LaVine is playing or not, DeMar DeRozan's got to go out here and show up and show out. I'm going to be taking Celtics, though, in this one. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Dinkus Peters, White, Holiday, show up and show out. This will be a fun game regardless. I'll be tuning into this. Yeah, I got Boston Celtics. Alright. Now, this is a boring game. My opinion, you guys might like it. And if you guys don't know, SGA played for this team right here, for the Flippers. He played on the Flippers. And I think he got traded over some players, which that's okay for him. Because he's just going to put that in the past, and he's going to show up and show out. Will I be tuning into this game? Absolutely not. The only way I tune into the game is if the Flippers lose. You guys already know who I'm going for. Do I even gotta say it? For all the new people that are subscribed to me, thank you. But I'm going for the Thunder. Do I think the Thunder is gonna go out here, win this game? I've said it in my other videos, and I want to keep saying it. They show up and show out. They're a young, talented team on the court. With SGA, Williams, and I don't know how many Williams are on that team to me. Chad, all of them, and I think they have another player on that team. He's a veteran, if I'm correct. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking Oklahoma City Thunder in this one. I need Oklahoma City Thunder to go out here and win this game desperately for me. So. And if people don't know, I'm going to tell you this now. Russell Westbrook, the Honey Bun, and PG-13 played for the Thunder. And if you guys don't want to know, and if you guys want to know more detail about that, SGA played for this team right here, for the Flippers. So basically, this is kind of like an arch rival game for both of these teams. The Honey Bun played for the Thunder. PG-13 played for the Thunder. Russell Westbrook played for the Thunder. And SGA played for the Flippers. So this is kind of a game for, both teams. So I would say I want to tune into it, but, there's a lot of other great games better than this. So the only way I'll tune into this is if the Flippers are down at least 35 points. At least 35 points. But we all know that's not going to happen. So, yeah. And we all know that once these Thunders go on a roll, they don't stop. They don't look back. So, all I'm saying is, I'm going to give one advice out there for the Flippers. Flipper fans, Flippers. Go let these Thunders run. That's all I'm going to say. Let them go on a run. Because once you let them on a run, you will not catch up to them at all. You will let them go. So please let them go on a run. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Washington Wizards versus the Chicken McNuggets. Will not be tuning into this game. I would not recommend going to this game. Don't tune into this game. Don't do none of that. This is not a fun game. I think it was Nikola Jokic or Luka that did this. No, it was Nikola Jokic saying, "Why don't you come play with me in Denver?" Or it was Kyrie that said play, or Luka said, "Play me in Dallas." So basically, both of them on the same team during the All Stars. Will I see this matchup? Probably in the future. Do I think it would be a scary duo? Absolutely. Would I love to see it? Absolutely. You guys want to talk about what was a scary duo? The Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant? Or would you want to talk about Luka and Nikola Jokic? I think that would be a scary duo. Now, you guys can tell me in the comments which duo do you think is scarier? Kevin Durant duo, or maybe this would happen, Luka and Nikola on one team. You guys tell me in the comments. But yeah. But this game here, I'm gonna be taking, of course, the Chicken McNuggets. I don't want to, but the Wizards, man, their season is just cooked. I don't know how else to say it. Their season's just been cooked. So, I got Chicken McNuggets, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and all of them. Alright, Utah Jazz versus Charlotte Bobcats, Charlotte Hornets, whatever you guys want to say. I'm gonna be taking, of course, the Utah Jazz. So I see them going out here and winning this game. I would love for them to go out here and win this game so they can get even closer to the team that they're in front of or behind of. So, yeah, I got the Utah Jazz winning this game. I'll be so mad if they go out here and lose this game. Alright, this game here. The Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I know everybody was talking about, and I was too, about the speculations of the Crybaby leaving. I would love it, but it's not going to happen. Crybaby is not playing in this game. But I love to see the Lakers going out here and win this game. Absolutely. Do I think they're going to go out here and win this game? That is a question mark. D'Angelo Russell is playing for his former team. I think this is in the Bay, if I'm correct. If it's not in the Bay, it's in Los Angeles. So, I'm going to be taking, of course, Steph Curry, Steph Chef, Klay, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and all of them. I'm going to be taking the Warriors on this one. Do I think the Lakers are going to go out here and win this game? Absolutely not. Would I love for them to see it? That's a question mark. The only way the Lakers win this game is if Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell show up and show out. And if I'm correct, they should have some of their starters coming back soon. Like Gabe Vincent, Jerry Vanderbilt. And I heard that there's another player hurt. And they have a new player I forgot to mention. You guys already know what his name is. But that's not going to stop me of going against the Warriors, because they got Steph Chef, they got Stephen Curry, they got Klay Thompson, they got Draymond Green. They're going to go out here and try their best. Do I see the same results as last time these two played? I hope not. I want the Warriors to pull out a win here. I want Steph Curry to be, that player. Which, really quick, I know everybody was talking about the Steph Curry versus, I forgot what her name is, but the 3-point contest in the All-Stars. In my opinion, do I think that was fun? Absolutely. Absolutely. That was fun. NBA versus WNBA. It was fun. Do I see it happening in the future in the All-Stars? Absolutely. But again, I think you know what they should add, and I know people are going to probably agree or not agree. I want to see a WNBA player versus an NBA player. That's what I want to see. Like, you know how everybody's talking about you want to see Steph Curry versus Damian Lillard? I want to see Steph Curry versus, I don't know, Sabrina, somebody like that, WNBA. I would love to see that, but we don't know if we're going to have that. So, but shout out to Steph Curry for winning that. You know, I had Steph in that. But this game, got the Warriors winning this game. Do I see them going out here in a big lead? Yeah, but do I see the Lakers creeping back? We'll see. We don't know. If AD and D'Lo goes off, then I think it's over for the Warriors. But if I don't see those two going off, not over. The Warriors and Lakers are going to have a long night. So, yeah. Alright, last game, Spurs versus Kings. De'Aaron Fox, Monta Sabonis, Malik Monk. Give me the Kings. The Kings are going to go out here and, I don't want to say dominate, I don't want to say blowout. A nasty scoreboard, let's just say that. A nasty scoreboard, hopefully. Just because you guys think that I don't like the Spurs as a Victor, doesn't mean that the Spurs are going to be a talented team with Victor on it. And no mean necessarily. I don't like Victor. I don't see no potential in this dude. I just no hate to him. The only reason why I don't see this guy as a potential, I see more injury prone from him when he becomes more popular. You know what I mean? And, like, no hate to anybody, no hate to Victor, no hate to any Spurs fans. You know when you see a player coming from their fame with more fame, you know what I mean? They get injuries. With more injuries, their season comes to an end slowly. So I'm not gonna wait for Victor to get more hype. Gonna have to wait and see if this dude, like 5 more years of developing in the NBA. I'm going to give him a 5-year. That's all I'm going to give him. Not going to give him another season. Give him 5. Maybe 4 he'll start developing in the NBA. But other than that, if I don't see under 5 years of him in the NBA, then he's not good. And who knows if he's going to even stay in the league for 5 more years. We don't know. A hit or miss. So, yeah. But other than that, I got the Sacramento Kings winning this game. I will see a nasty scoreboard. I want to see a nasty scoreboard in this game. Just like what the Minnesota Timberwolves did before the All-Stars. But, yeah. You guys tell me in the comments of what teams you think are going to win this game today. And tell me what teams you guys are rooting for. And tell me what teams you think are going to lose. But, guys, that is it from me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my NBA predictions, and thank you for subscribing and hitting. Really quick, I do want to say about the All-Stars. I just mentioned earlier that All-Stars, in my opinion, I think they need to cut it out completely. I want them to cut it out completely. I don't like watching the All-Stars unless they add some new taste to it, like 3-point contest, or what I said earlier versus NBA versus WNBA, because the dunk contest is not fun no more. The only way it will be fun is if you add Zion and Ja Morant. Mac McClung, here's the thing, that guy is really good. He has really good hops. I really give him props of what he's doing. But do I see the same players like Jaylen Brown throwing hops over Kai Cenat? And even then, that wasn't even a good dunk. And I'm even pissed of how he made it with Mac McClung. It should have not been him. It should have been another player that had a really good dunk. But you guys can tell me what you guys think in the comments. And what do you guys want to see in the next All-Stars? I told you guys what I wanted to see. Hopefully the NBA, thinks about what I said. Because I think it would be nice to see a 1v player versus a 1v1 player in the NBA, and then also a 1v1 against a WNBA player. See which player is better, you know? They want to talk about competing, see which one's better, the NBA or the WNBA. They need to do that. If you guys want to talk about who's better, like I said earlier, like Giannis versus Kevin Durant, like that's not going to be the matchup, but I'm saying in general, if you guys want to see that, just keep saying it, so hopefully they get it for next All-Stars. But guys, that is it from me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and whoever's going to be subscribing in the future, thank you. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm SavageBoy23. I'm going to head out. Thanks for watching.